Tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio, dropping knowledge in the studio you already know.
Chaos Culture Radio, this your boy Prince Hakeem.
And this your man Ronnie Ron. Hey Hakeem, man, you can't believe it. This is unbelievable. Right after the verdict of Derek Chauvin, another woman, a black woman, was shot in Columbus, Ohio.
Yes.
That is the most crazy thing. Right after we finish our podcast about Derek Chauvin, another woman was shot.
Definitely. Let me correct you. A little girl.
A little girl. No, because when I see 16-year-old, I be like, they consider them like to be almost a woman. So
yeah. You're 18 when you were. That was a little girl. That was a little girl. That was
well, thanks for the correction.
Yeah, man. My apologies, brother. But this is a tough one, man. This is a real tough one, and I know a lot of women are gonna be listening to this because Black sisterhood is so strong, and people are going to. A lot of people have a lot of mixed feelings about this. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you want to start off this or I can let you take the lead on this one because
according to Fox News, this is saying makhia bryant is 16-year-old girl who was shot and killed by a Columbus, Ohio police officer shortly after Derek Chauvin conviction was announced. Sparking protest, police say she was armed with a knife, and they released a body cam video showing her attacking two other girls. And this is true. The body cam, you guys can see it on YouTube. We're not gonna show it on the show because it's audio, but they guys can see it on YouTube. How makhia bryant actually had like a kitchen knife, and she was literally about to jab this woman close to her neck, which was again close to one of her, main veins, which was very dangerous. The police come on the scene. He was trying to stop the confrontation. He saw her pull out a knife. He immediately shot her 6 times. And you want to ask my view on it? I think what really got me upset, Hakeem, I'm not gonna lie to you. What really kind of got me upset, you see grown adults didn't even try to stop the fight at all. It's very emotional because the grown adult didn't even try to stop the fight at all. And not only that, it kind of makes it seem that the media plays a big part in trying to make Black people angry at each other and angry at them. And when I mean angry at them, I mean the white community and the white men, because they right after Derek Chauvin verdict, this video comes out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, man, it's very heartbreaking because bro, when this ever gonna stop?
It is, man. It's touching because that baby was beautiful. You feel me?
Yes.
This speaks to a bigger situation than ever. I just want to read some stuff here, some 5 facts that people don't know. Police responded to a call from an attempted stabbing. Makhia foster mother said that the argument started over an unmade bed. You hear that?
Yeah.
An unmade bed, and they called the police. We're going to unpack that. Paula Bryant tells her 16-year-old daughter, Makhia Bryant, who was an honor roll student, a sweet child, Makhia was shot and killed by the police. Now, hold on. Number 2, Bryant's family says she called the police for help, but neighbors had defended the officer. That's number 2. Bryant was a foster care child under the care of Franklin County Children's Service. That's number 3. People expressed great upset at the scene. Number 5. Bryant's auntie called her a good kid who didn't deserve to die like a dog on the street. People, when you're not able to defuse your own situation, these are things that happen. When y'all gonna learn? When y'all gonna stop calling? It's not something that's now. Here's the thing. Now I seen the video. That knife looked like it was about to plunge something, right?
Yeah.
Officers are trained to kill now. They're not saving. They're not saving no. People, you need to update your handbook on rules of engagement when dealing with the police as a Black person in America. If you don't comply, if you don't see them white folks, they Swiss cheesing you. They pumped 4 bullets in that girl.
Yes.
4 bullets and dropped her like a log. They didn't care if she was a little girl. They just seen a Black woman with a knife about to stab somebody else. They dropped her like 4. And then they let her lay there and didn't let nobody try to touch her to help her at first.
So do you feel now do you feel, what do you think? Do you think is justified?
Ooh, man, I'm even a little scared to even say that. Let's just say that I'm hurt. Let's just say that I got mixed feelings about it. And I wish that nobody called them.
But as you can see, the adults didn't try to stop the confrontation.
No, there was a guy there in the video.
Exactly. He didn't start, and now that he stumped one of the girls in the head.
Yeah. There was a guy there. There was a guy there. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, if she didn't have a knife in her hand, you think she'll still be living?
Yeah, because it wasn't because when they see the knife in the hand, the cops might put it as a life and death situation, so they had to act on
Yeah.
as based on the criminal law. You know, so if you ask me my opinion, I think it was justified because he saved another black woman's life.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, if she would have, let's say for example, if she would have plunged that all the way, plunged that girl's the knife all the way to her heart, both women died. They still would have blamed the police.
Yeah,
Why didn't you try to
100%.
save the other woman's life? What are you doing? Ain't your life is to save someone else's life?
Definitely. And there's been many occasions where police have to make those type of decisions.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
very tough decision, and I know that police didn't, because they make it seem like the police was like ready to kill. He was at first you can see in the video he was trying to stop the grown man for stopping on that girl. Then he saw the girl pull out the knife. That's why people got really look at the video from two different angles because they got the body cam one and they got the one with the guy in his garage. It showed it like clear the neighbor. He actually have it in his garage cam. You can see that it was very clear how she literally took the knife and then because it was a woman with a pink outfit and she had a doll and literally the girl automatically came with a knife. The girl dropped the doll because she was scared and she was gonna hit like really go at this girl.
Who people? It's just when you get a little girl that young get killed by
Yeah, I
police.
know. That's the only thing.
Yeah, it's just because I got a little niece.
Same here.
You know what I mean? We got nephews. You know what I mean? So it's just a real hard pill to swallow. You know what I mean? Like me personally, I always try to tell my nephew, always put your hands up. You know what I mean? It's a scary thing out there, man. And it's a funny thing we have to have this conversation, but it's well needed because you want to know why we don't have our own land. You feel me?
Yeah.
We don't have
You
our
gotta
own
abide by
job.
their land, abide by
Yeah.
their rules.
By
Their
their
rules
rules,
and
man.
regulations.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say a lot of us can't get mad until we start controlling and operating the neighborhoods and the businesses that we frequent and control. And we can hold these people accountable. If that was a little Africa, I'm trying to tell you, if that was a little Africa and a dispute would have went down, 6, 7 dudes would have came out and grabbed a knife and say, take your ass upstairs. If this was really constructed where the community was not playing no game, police would have never been called for no dispute. No white boy wouldn't even have no reason to be in a dispute dealing with any black folks. White folks don't even live around us. They don't even live around us. You feel me? But you can't blame them because we're living under their tyranny. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
When I say this is a white man's world, there's nowhere on the planet where you haven't seen a white man has dominated. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Who laid his ground, his nut. Let's get it twisted. Most of us got white in us.
Yeah.
And that's due to rape. That's not consensual. So his influence and his powers are so serious. And when we see a shooting like this of a young girl, pump 4 bullets.
Yeah. He did 4 bullets. And now, and right after that, right after the shooting and all the videos and all the reports coming out, LeBron James had something to say. He was saying how we need to hold the police more accountable. He was angry. He was upset at the fact that this little girl, just like the way you're feeling. LeBron James was feeling the same way. Like, we need to hold these police accountable. They need to be retrained. And right after that, Trump put on Twitter, not even on Twitter, his own page. He was saying how LeBron James is trying to divide the country. He's trying to make everything versatile and all that. I'm gonna exactly tell you what Trump said. Trump said LeBron James should focus on basketball than rather playing over the destruction of the NBA, at which he just recorded the lowest TV rating, but by far in the long and disappointing history of the league, his racist rants are divisive, nasty, and insulting and demeaning. This from the former president Donald J. Trump.
I do agree with Donald Trump on that. LeBron James and any athlete and any entertainer need to shut up and let real active, because sometimes they don't know how to talk. You feel me?
No, but he said right here on the Twitter, he said, "I'm so damn tired of seeing black people killed by police. I took the tweet down because it's being used to create more hate. This isn't about one officer. It's about the entire system and how they use the words to create more racism. I'm just desperate for more accountability. That's all LeBron James said he's asking for.
No, definitely. But I also want to put this. Do you know the police officer who shot makhia Bryant is suing LeBron James and say that he's endangering his life?
Really?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that. That must have recently came out. What, that came out today? I didn't
That
know
was
about
recently. That was on Twitter, suing LeBron James for millions.
Wow.
A white boy who just Swiss cheese the little black girl is gonna get paid. Just like
yeah, because they say he's diversion. He's diversion sign, and he's insulting, and he's trying to create stuff for the country. But to be honest with you, like I agree with you, he should stand back. But I don't feel bad for the cops suing LeBron James. To be honest with you, because LeBron James got to know when to stay in his place.
Basically.
And you say for millions.
For millions.
Wow.
Yeah. But he's not the only one. You know the guy who killed what's the other girl got killed in Kentucky, Breonna Taylor? The cop who killed her suing the boyfriend and the family for emotional distress.
They might win that case, bro.
Who knows, man? I think it's absurd after you just switched a black lady in there.
No, but I think they're starting to realize some of these people are starting to use it for a check.
It is a check. Listen, the guy who killed Mike Brown, he walked away with $1 million.
You see?
He never have to work again. He killed them a black dude. So a lot of these people, Geronimo, who killed Philando Castile, he walked away with his $48,000 pension, then went to Fort Worth, Texas, and got him. And mind you, that Philando Castile stuff still hurts me to this day. Because that was wrong. You feel me? That was wrong. That was blatant racist. You know what I mean? Fuck Geronimo. Excuse my language. I'm gonna have to edit that out.
No, I understand. Because you decide, are these people really using their kids to get a check? Like they want the police to come so they get into
the police,
conflict with the cops.
No,
so the
I
cops
don't think
can shoot them and get a check.
No, I don't think that. I think the police are getting a check. Everybody, all these cops who kill and get a check too. It's a hurtful situation, man. All I'm just saying is this, man. The plan to fix this issue, bro. One, that we got a bankrupt with the $2 trillion spending power we got. We just need to stop spending money. That's the safest way it is. Protesting ain't gonna work. Getting Mr. Crump, he ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? You calling Sean King, Tamika Mallory, or my son, they ain't gonna do nothing. They're puppet. No disrespect to them. You know what I mean? Sell Cadillacs. We need a full-blown boycott. Stop spending money in these people places so we can start to make sure they can decrease the spending power of the police. And understanding when you in front of the police, you comply. If you don't comply, get Swiss cheese.
Yep.
It's like, come on, dude. Every other day we gotta sit here and entertain this stuff.
I know, entertain is BS because it's an ongoing thing. It's like that was how I'm on with LeBron James on the statement he made about accountability.
Yeah.
Yes, hold the cop accountable. However, you gotta know when to stay in your place.
No, facts, and that's the big issue.
Because pretty soon they're gonna start fighting back. Cause they're gonna be like, wait a minute. They're gonna start fighting back. They're like, who called the cops? You called the cops. They're gonna be like, you know what? You take care of the situation for yourself. And most of the time, they ain't gonna take care of the situation for themselves. So we gotta just know how to. The cops gotta be more whole accountable in certain aspect of dealing with people, especially black. The other day they deal with blacks very aggressively. Me and my friend we talked about that too the other day. We were saying how they deal with blacks very aggressively, but when you see them deal with like any other race, it's more calm, collective, and relaxed. And I think that's why a lot of black people are upset because most of the time black people be unarmed.
Yeah, 90% of it.
And you can look at the statistic, even the FBI report, it shows you like most of the time black people be unarmed. So why are you coming at us so aggressively?
Yeah, because they feel they can cook us like bacon and we can die on the street like dogs.
So, and the way they deal with whites, you see how they deal with them. In other races, they treat them with respect. And that's what needs to be changed.
That's 100%. I agree.
So, I don't know, Hakeem, where do we go from here, man?
The only thing I'm going to tell you is this. What do I always preach on every episode? What do I always preach? What is the blueprint, the safest blueprint for black people to follow so we can correct a lot of this issue? It's not going to totally correct it because we're going to have other outsiders, but by that time we'll have money to well equip ourselves and protect us. Black national. Going back to what Booker T. Washington, Marcus Garvey, Elijah Muhammad was talking about. Create, operate your own neighborhood. Stop spending money with whites, Arabs, and Asians. Stop spending money and funding people. You're actually funding the killings of your own kids. Me and my homie Ron, we're trying to buy land to build our own city. That's our goal. If you want to get on with us, donate. Look out for us. We're trying to be like that family, them 10, 20 family who went and bought 96 acres of land. Man, it's time to start to clout up. Know who your opposition is. That's the blueprint. If you're not ready to die, then you need to practice black economics.
Preach.
That's
Preach.
it. Tell if you're not willing to ride with us, you need to sync with them.
Yeah, black economics. I would say people got to stand on that black economics, because black economics is the only thing that's going to change in our environment.
Basically, man. Because listen, it's scary now. Anybody can get it. Because let me tell you something. If you're not, you know what I mean, for the most part, your life is under the control of God. All praise the Most High. You feel me?
Yeah.
And if it's your time to go that day, you're going to leave this earth. That's one thing I'm going to get that straight. So that's by the divine intervention. So if your faith is in God and you understand the situation that you're in and know that we are at war and know that we need to correct ourselves as people first. And that's where a lot of people get very emotional when people start to say, clean up your house first. You can't get mad at white folks. We're under their rule. You feel me? They beat the chess game. This is the reason they're able to Swiss cheese us and allow their people to leave. Why you getting mad? If you got an issue, make a change. If you're not ready to die or if you're not ready to economically fight them. That's all I gotta say. Am I right?
No, you're telling the truth.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
There's a Bible verse I want to read. You listen?
Go ahead.
And this is something that black people suffer with for so much. And I'm looking for this quote right now. Damn, is it Matthew 12:22? The point that I'm trying to get is this: a house that divided. That's all I'm saying. A house that is divided. Am I wrong, my brother?
No.
And we in the black community, we have been divided for so long that we have been falling ever since then. And it hurts me because every time I look at this and I pray about this, let me see if I got this right. If a house is divided against its stuff, the house cannot stand. And that's my last words for it. We're too divided as one. Black woman, just come home. We can't do this without y'all. Look what's going on. That was a little girl who was in the foster care. That was a little girl who was in the foster care who got switched. A white boy who probably a little older than him, who 19, 21, pumped 4 bullets without even thinking about it. It was a bunch of black men there who didn't even lay him down. And we're not advocating for no violence. Let me say that. But we know we keep ourselves in check. We're not ready to die. It's scary. We want to be able to go back to work in the morning and clock in at Wendy's or Winn-Dixie warehouse. That's all I got to say on that. A house divided cannot stand. Any last words, my brother?
No, that's weird, man. That's what I'm saying. Like a house, like you said, a house together can't. If we together, we able to stand together. But if we divided, the house is gonna fall.
Basically,
and that's some deep stuff you just said. That's like, man, that's wild, man.
Just like I say to you, my brother, and just to pay homage, I appreciate you, brother. I couldn't have done this without you. And I want to listen. And my obligation is to make sure you straight and fight for your family and make sure they are right.
For real.
It would hurt me. It would hurt me if that was your 16-year-old niece. But to be honest with you, if we was a fan, since we close like that, your 16-year-old niece wouldn't even be having a knife in her hand. Matter of fact, she'd probably be in some school program.
Yeah.
So that's what we got to start wondering. Like, black men, when you out here and you seeing these things, make sure they don't call the police on our kids. Make sure you told the black men, we need to hold you accountable too. That guy in the hoodie, why you ain't take the knife from my hand?
Yeah, man.
That little girl not here no more. A 19-year-old white boy pumped 4 bullets in her.
Yeah.
Because you want to know what he's saying? He's going to go home tonight. Regardless of whatever y'all thinking, that white boy going to go home tonight. He don't care what none of y'all thinking. That police officer going to go home tonight. And he's going to Swiss cheese whoever. That's all I got to say. R.I.P. to Makhia Bryant. I pray for her family. I pray,
yes.
You know what I mean? I pray they get whatever type of
And that being said, KR Culture Radio,
Out.
peace.
Man, I just appreciate y'all just listening. Stay tuned for the next episode.